What's up, Upstanders? Dr. O here, and let's just make it official. It's the day the United States left the rest of the world, or should I say, abandoned one part of the world for another. I mean, this is the day that makes it official in terms of, Trump kicking Zelensky out of the White House and the way that the way that Vance and Trump just completely disrespected Zelensky and in favor of Russia. This is the time where everybody knew that this man was pro Putin. I mean, for years. But my point is, from this point out, we got to understand that we live in a country that is embracing Vladimir Putin. Period. Bottom line. There's no questions about, does Trump understand? Does Vance really know? Are they ignorant and so on and so forth? Does marcorubio have a spine? Like all of that stuff, it just needs to be out completely out of the window. How many times does Trump need to show you who he is before people start to believe him? And the media keeps doing this, whether we're talking about uh, Musk's Nazi salute, Steve Bannon's Nazi salute, the awkward gestures, and but Trump made it clear today this is a pro-Putin presidency, which makes this a pro-Putin country. Unless people are going to actually stand up, speak out, boycott, and fight in various different ways. Zelensky, period, bottom line, is fighting to maintain his country. And the fact of the matter is, he has thanked the United States before for their support while in the United States. But as you saw what Trump and Vance did, they said, well, you didn't thank us here in this spot. And like Zelensky said, well, have you ever been to Ukraine? And y'all are nice here. You got the oceans, to separate you, and they just went off. They just went off. This is what our tax dollars are supporting. This is what, and if I don't want to hear all of this stuff about Rubio, the Russia hawk, and Waltz, the NSA guy, national security guy, like nothing. If they don't resign now, they are completely complicit in everything that's going on. So America needs to stop deluding itself. People have been deluding themselves for like 9 years about what Trump was going to do, what he will do, what he won't do, will he, won't he, and all of that. From people can talk about all his 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 lies, but from the beginning, he has always been honest about how he views Putin. And do you listen to the conversations, about how him and Putin went through this and that together? Putin sees him as a mark. Trump sees him as some type of mentor, big brother. It's sad, it's disgraceful, but at the end of the day, it's no longer debatable for anybody who debated it. So this is when media folks need to call him out. I'm going to interested to see what Brett Baer says on Fox when Zelensky gets interviewed, if they still actually do that. Everything that happened today also could have happened behind closed doors. So as Nicole Wallace says, on Deadline White House, this was absolutely an ambush. It was a sabotage. That was a plan. You don't think world leaders have never had an argument or a verbal confrontation behind closed doors? I mean, he got corrected by French president and UK prime minister earlier this week. He like literally corrected him real time. Didn't jump down their throats or anything like that. His goal was to berate Zelensky in front of the world, and that's what he did. So all of this talk about leader of the free world and all that, it's not. Let it go. Move on, or learn to fight it, but just be honest about it. And we know country, people in Taiwan are shook right now because China's preparing to go in. We have a transactional president who's mad that Zelensky didn't just come there and just sign the deal, the land deal, granting over all the development, that Trump is planning for Ukraine. Same thing, and we can have conversations about how Trump wants to have developments across the world. He let out that video about Gaza Lago basically, but what was distracting from the fact was that his developers were actually having meetings in there while people were fawning over that video. So it's sad what happened with Zelensky today, but this is to have been expected. This is who we are as a country. This is who Trump is. This is who Vance is. We can talk about all of the people rolling over in their graves and all of you people, elders who are mad, but this is the day officially that the United States became a pro Russia country. What are you going to do about it? Peace.